Well, you can see I am out. I'm heading to a small pond. Now, I've never fished it before. I know it's got carp in it, not many, 10 to 15 carp. It's a very, very small pond that hardly ever gets fished. So let's see what's in it. See how many carp are in it, see how big they get. Because you never know what's in it. Sometimes there's fish that you never expect. So yeah, heading that way now. Hopefully I'll get there in a minute. It's a little journey for a few fields and stuff, but yeah, I'll get there in a minute. I have to go through over a bridge, railroad bridge, and everything else. So yeah, all right, so let's go. Well, I managed to get my first bite. I turned up, literally, first swim I came in, I saw a few carp milling on the surface, came around to the swim, put a few pellets and a few little 12mm boilies in, and I caught this one on a, oh well, it's gonna flap, a 12mm yellow pop-up. There's blanket weed down there, so I had to use a pop-up, but yes, I'm glad I got a bite. Let's get it back and hopefully there's a few more to come. Yeah. Oh, I can't believe that I had that bite so quick, considering I know this is very low stock. Ever since I recasted on the spot, nothing's really been showing up. I've been having a look. Literally, I've been standing here on the edge of where the, obviously just a bit more around the corner, so I don't want to stand in front of the swim, and I have seen one carp since. So yeah, all the other ones are literally next door, and they're literally coming up to halfway up to the area and then turning around and going back. So they clearly know I'm here. So I'm gonna have to do something a bit different. What I'm planning on doing is I'm just gonna go around to a few swims, throw a little bit of bait in and see what the reaction is, see if they start feeding on it. And if so, I can just go around and lower it and get a quick bite. But so far it looks like you get one bite and then they all spook. They just don't wanna go near you. So yeah, I'm gonna get on my toes, put a bit of bait in, have a little look around the pond, try and see if I can find something else. And try and see if I can find something bigger would be really good as well. But I'm not too fussed. I've seen them in here between £3, £15 maybe. Like I said, there could be a bigger one, I don't know, but that's a sort of average that's in here. I've had a look at this pond once and I got a judge of what was in here, so I don't really know that much about it. So yeah, having one straight away is really good. So yeah, change the tactics, go around and put some bait in. Hopefully I'll try and find something to hopefully catch the next one. Let's see anyway. Basically, I've baited up the swims to my right and my left. So there's one to my left and two to my right. I've popped bait in and nothing has been on it at all. In fact, all the bait's there, all of it. So that, yeah, tricky when they won't eat bait. The bite that I had this morning must have been on just a single hook bait. I didn't see any feeding actually, I just saw a carp arrive and then I had a take. So yeah, that is it. I've come back to the original swim that I started in. I've still got my stuff in here. I did see the odd carp to my right, further out towards the island, so I gave it a cast out there. I've given it a little while and nothing's happened. In fact, I haven't really seen that many carp out there now. There's been one, I think, since then. I've seen maybe the odd one or two. So the plan is going to be I'm going to go on the other side of the island because all these swims up and down here, there's only a few, and nothing really around. I can't see anything as much. They seem to be all gone. So maybe they're on the other side. So I'm going to go over there in a minute. Obviously I need to pack myself down and get round there. But yeah, seeming to be a little bit trickier than I thought it was going to be. But you know, I've got to keep going. I have brought some bread with me, so maybe that might be my change of tactics. Maybe I should just go around and find them, flick a bits of bread on them and try and see if I can get bites that way, because there's only individual carp. There isn't a big shoal of them at all. There's only a few in here. So maybe that might be the tactic to go. That's why I brought it, just in case I needed some backup plan. It looks like the backup plan might end up being the thing I'm going to be using all day. You never know really, do you? So yeah, I brought it just in case. One thing I was going to quickly say is the reason I'm using one rod is you're only allowed to use one rod on this pond. So yeah, there is some rules on here, but apart from that, it's a pond that pretty much hardly anyone fishes. So it's a bit of an unknown. Clearly they're not into bait, because I put bait in and they just haven't gone near it at all. They're completely avoided of it. So yeah, it's going to be a challenge, but yeah, I'm going to pack away, go on the other side, see if we can find anything, and then if not, I'm going to change the tactics and move around and try and find them on the surface. That's going to be the plan, I think. It's going to be quite hot today, so that might be the plan. Well, the trip around the other side hasn't gotten so well. Found two carp milling around on the surface close to a snag. Decided to change to bread, like I was talking about. Single hook, bit of bread. Flicked it out. A few carp arrived into that area. I saw even more. It started off 2 and then it ended up being like 4 or 5. And some decent ones for this particular pond. There are definitely some of the bigger ones in here. And hooked it, and for some reason the hook came out. It did bury itself in the snag, and that might have been the reason why it came off. I'm thinking about maybe changing my hook anyway. I'm going for a small hook. I'm going to up the size, I think. But I'm now at the bottom of the lake, still on the far side. I've seen a few carp swimming back on the side that I started on. So I'm going to go around there in a minute and have a little walk on down and see if I can get any opportunities on the surface. They seem to be right on the surface straight away. That one I had on the bottom this morning, complete fluke, because at the moment they're not even interested in bottom baits or anything. So yes, I am going to keep looking and I'm going to keep my eyes out and hopefully we'll get something else. Yeah, it's getting a bit tricky, but at least I managed to hook something else. It's not all lost. It's not all over yet. So yeah, let's see. Well, the last time I spoke to you, I was heading on the other side of the lake and yeah, still didn't see anything. Found 1 or 2 carp in the bay, had a little go, nothing really happened. So I'm back in the swim that I lost a carp in, which is the last swim on this side. I found a few carp, but I did have a little go quickly and I pulled out of 2 carp, so I could have had 2, but for some reason I striked and the hook didn't go in. I don't understand why. Yeah, bit frustrating. It's really hot. I'm absolutely boiled as well, but I'm gonna keep going. You know, there is still a few carp in there. There's not as many as there was because I've sort of spooked them out a little bit. I'm going to see if they return, and if not, then I'm going to have to go for another trek around the lake. But yeah, I'm still confident in getting a bite. It's just been really challenging, much harder than I was expecting. So yeah, I'm going to keep going. Well, I managed to get another bite, I can't believe it. On the bread as well, on the surface. Oh, it took a little while. I've been trying constantly to try and get bites. I literally flicked it out right in front of the swim and he came along and took it. Not much bigger than the last one, but it's putting back and hopefully the next one's bigger. Yeah, it's just nice to get bites. Oh. Well, it's the end of my session. I'm really annoyed with myself because I made a tactical change towards the end. It started getting a bit more cloudier and it'd be a little bit cooler, a little bit, not much cooler. But the area that I was catching them off the surface on the bits of bread, it was basically a snag to the left and they were coming in and out, and that's where I was getting the bites. Basically, I was hooking them on the way out or the way in or something like that. It depended on which direction they came in. anywhere road. I decided to put some bait out there, so I put some pellet and boilie out there, and they troughed it up, and I thought, oh, here we go, I can get them on the bottom. I put the same hook bait I had on this morning, the 12mm yellow pop-up. 10 minutes was in, picked the rod up, and it was straight into the snag. I just couldn't get it out. I tried and I tried and I tried, and it was absolutely buried. So I rebaited, I waited half an hour to come back. They came back, they fed like crazy on the spot. I replaced it again, and this time I managed to get away from the snag, and then it went straight under the platform that was in front of that swim and managed to ditch the hook. So there you go. Oh, 2 in a row. Absolutely gutted myself for that. But at least I managed to land 2 really lovely carp, chestnutty, dark carp. They're not very big, but they're nice looking carp in here. And you never know, I might come back and try again. I did see a few bigger ones as well over the day. I did lose one off the surface that was slightly bigger than those as well. So there is bigger carp in here to be caught, and there's some nice looking ones as well. I think I'm better off fishing the swim opposite and casting towards the snag and getting them away that way. Yeah, so there's a train that goes right past this pond. Yes, so yeah, so the positive things are, I caught. First time I've ever been here. Like I said, I've looked around before and not really put a rod in the water, and yeah, managed to catch 5 bites in the end, 3 lost, but there you go. So all I've got to say now is thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.